Today we're going to do a quick tutorial on 3D animation. I'm going to combine three of the principles: exaggeration, solid drawing, and appeal, to try and create an interesting little storyline. So I'm going to start with our basic environment. That's what the environment currently looks like. I'm going to use this cube. I know, shocking, right? You don't just delete it. Let's scale that down. So I'm going to hit the scale, hit Z. Oops, not Z. Scale it down on the Z axis so it's a little shorter, and let's move it over to the side and maybe a little further back. I think I want to shrink it down some more just to give it some more perspective. There we go. Give room for our sphere in the environment. And I'm still in object mode. I'm going to duplicate this. And this is what I need my sphere to try and jump. So let's move this over here a little bit towards the middle. And so the idea is that we're going to have a sphere. Let's use a UV sphere. Again, we'll shrink that down a little bit. Move that over here, up a little bit. Shrink it down. It's still a little too big. Let's get it down kind of small there. And so the idea is that we're going to show some personality as the sphere is trying to jump from one cube to the other. We'll exaggerate this. We can use some squash stretch as we're working through this, but this is where we're ready to start. So let's go ahead and turn on our auto key, and I want to go ahead and turn on dope sheet as well. There we go. Let's make this output 72 frames. So we got 3 seconds to work with. And then, of course, we're going to want to output this as video. There we go. So we've got our sphere, and let's start getting some keyframes in this. We need to set our first keyframe, and let's just move him just a tad bit, and then let's go over here 2 frames and slide it back a little bit, maybe squash it a little bit, anticipation there, but we got to keep our scale the same, so it's going to go out a little bit. And we can see all of our transformation actions happening here. Let's then go over 2 more frames to frame 5. We're going to rotate a little bit because it's getting ready to run. So it moves a little bit, and maybe frame 6. Now let's go on over to 7. Let's keep it on the 2s. And then starts running. Kind of slow. We'll pretend like this is a huge space to travel. Go over here to 9. And stops. And as part of 9, I want to rotate back that he's skidding to a stop. Got a little scared there. Go over here to 11. Maybe jiggle a little bit. For that, they'll need to be closer together. Kind of got scared. Could I make the jump? Then backs up again. And that'll be over the course of 4 frames. So back up. There we go. We'll count on our interpolation to take care of that for us. Go over here to 19 and rotate again to go forward. Start moving a little forward. Go forward like that. 21. Gets to the end. 23, launch. We don't want to go very far on 23. Go to 25, just 2 frames over, launching up here into space. 27, starting to come back down. Is he gonna make it? 29, we're not sure. Oh, land right there. 31. Oh, and don't forget our squash stretch. Let's go back here and add that in up there at our tip. Right there. We're going to want to squash stretch, so pull it up a little bit. Rotate it forward. Let's pull our squash stretch. Is going to start coming back. Of course, we can go up here and look at what's happening here. What's my scale at? Let's get this down to the same. Reaches the peak, so be back at 2.82. And coming back down. Maybe we're going to have some squash stretch here at 727, as well as some rotation back because we're going to be landing. Let's pull this up a little bit. And in. There we go. 29, we're landing. It looks a little off. I'm going to scoot it back just a smidge. And I want it more on the edge there. Is he going to make it? 31, frame 31. Trying to rotate forward. Our squash stretch is going to lessen because of our landing. It probably should be back to 2.82, what we were using before. There we go. Still a little stretch there. 33. What happens here at 33? Does he make it? Does he fall off? We need to give some appeal to our poor little sphere. He's balancing, and we can show that with rotation. Do that for a couple of frames. He's wobbling. Is he able to stay there? Maybe he slips down, or she. Could be either. We're slipping. Rotate forward to grab onto the sphere. Probably need to stretch that a little bit to communicate that a little better. And of course, push everything else in a little bit. 45. Rest right there. And I think we just want to set a keyframe for that. So we'll just insert a keyframe right there. Nothing changes. Maybe breathing. We could simulate that. Pull that back in on C. Or 49. Wiggle a little bit more. Now we could paint this sphere to make it much more appealing, communicate the top and bottom a little bit more easily. Let's go ahead and say the sphere made it, so we'll pull it over just a little bit. And remember, when we're talking about 2 frames here, we're talking about just a fraction of a 1/24th of a second, or actually 1/12th of a second for each of these 2s that we're animating on. So we're going to slowly, we don't want to go too far. pull the sphere up. And now he's safe. So let's return our rotation back to 0 on all of these. There we go. Now he's back standing up. Go over to 61. I'm saying he because only guys are, going to make. Anyway, probably trying to impress a girl sphere. Jumping between these things. That's what guys do. 63. Move over just a little bit. 65. Move over here to the sphere. And let's have it squash stretch a little bit here. Take a deep breath. 69, let it out. And let's set this back to our original. There we go. And there, and yeah, and we'll stop right there. So let's see what that looks like. Almost fell off. So cute little animation, communication, some exaggeration, communicating some appeal, trying to get the feel across that the sphere was really struggling to accomplish this. Of course, once you're finished, you can, after you verify everything's going to go where you want it to, this is going to save to my temp folder. You can go up here to render animation, and it will render the whole thing. I would recommend adding some color to it, add some variation to this, but this is the basis of working on the 12 principles, trying to communicate what we're doing. So make sure you like and follow to get more tutorials. We're going to be moving in next week into rigging.